Harare, Zimbabwe's vibrant capital city, August 28, 2023, was just another day in the bustling central business district. People went about their daily routines, unaware of the horror that was about to unfold. In the shadows of the city's busy streets, a sinister presence lurked. Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu, a name that would soon become synonymous with terror, was on the move. Over the next week, Ndlovu would leave a trail of destruction, targeting the city's most vulnerable residents. 5 lives would be lost, shaking the very fabric of Harare's community. This is the story of Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu's deadly rampage. Harare's streets are home to many who have fallen through the cracks. Children and teenagers, forced to fend for themselves, struggling to survive. They scavenge for food, shelter, and safety, often facing exploitation and abuse. This is the harsh reality for many of these kids. It was within this fragile ecosystem that Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu targeted his victims, preying on the most vulnerable. August 28, the first victim was discovered in the heart of Harare's central business district. Police found the body of a man bearing the horrific signs of a targeted assault. The victim, believed to be in his 30s, had suffered unimaginable violence. Initial evidence suggested a ritual.
The victim, a homeless man believed to be in his 30s. His body was found with his missing. Numerous theories are going around as people try to come to terms with this unnerving experience.
Detectives were tasked with unraveling the sinister motivations behind this gruesome crime. Was this a lone act of brutality or part of a larger, more disturbing pattern? Life on the streets is a constant struggle. Danger lurks around every corner, and even the most hardened survivors can't afford to let their guard down. News of a killer on the loose would have definitely put the street kids on edge. September 1st marked a grim milestone in Harare streets. Police were summoned to the corner of Ines Terrorised and Robert Mugabe. The victim, a homeless man, bore devastating head wounds. The brutality of the crime sparked a haunting realization. Harare was likely hunting grounds, targeting the city's most defenseless residents, its homeless men. 2 days later, on September 3rd, investigators responded to a gruesome discovery in the Avenues area. At approximately 11:30 a.m., another victim was found on a flight of stairs at Nelson Mandela and 7th Street. Witnesses identified the victim as a homeless man who frequently slept on those stairs. Preliminary findings suggest he met his demise following a fatal blow to the head inflicted with a large stone. The investigation uncovered chilling consistencies across the victims. The nature of their injuries raised suspicions of ritualistic involvement. On Monday, September 4, police responded to a distressing scene near the Salmon Majority road flyover. 2 homeless men were found deceased, bearing horrific injuries.
Inini ndasvika kuma 2:05 usiku. Ndasvika ndikati, hembe dzese dzangu dzakawanzwa zvinhu zvisezo. Ndikuti vachadaira kai. Nyamba wakatouraiwa. Ndikati vakomana ndo zvamuri kuita zvandogara ndichiramba kuti musawaridze hembe dzangu apa chichi kana adaira. Ine vana vati dzamotapa. Azotapa. Kwaedza manje. Varadaiwo. Ndopandatarisa. Tuni muiwi munhu akatoiswa pabheki re-break up.
Later that day, police detectives tracked the suspect along Waterloo Road in Harare. Their investigation led to a breakthrough.
The Zimbabwe Republic Police confirms the arrest of Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu, who is a suspect in connection with 5 murder cases which occurred in Harare CBD between the 28th of August 2023 and the 4th of September 2023.
The suspect had allegedly attempted to attack a vulnerable street kid who fortunately escaped unharmed. Despite the disturbing nature of the crimes, authorities remained cautious, considering all possible angles before drawing conclusions.
Remember, people were talking about ritual, but so far the investigations which have been conducted by the Zimbabwe Republic Police do not indicate any form of ritual besides the callous manner which was being done by the suspect.
Police findings indicated the suspect would allegedly engage in behavior, utilizing public spaces within Harare's central business district. He was also connected to 3 tragic incidents in Bulawayo.
Suspected Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu, who was arrested for a spate of gruesome around Harare's central business district, was once convicted of robbery in 2021. Ndlovu also defaulted to pay restitution in the same year and a warrant of arrest was issued. The accused also faces 3 other counts of committed in Bulawayo, also in 2021.
As we delve deeper into Thandolwenkosi's story, we are compelled to ask, what drives a person to such extremes? What sins were sown in his childhood that would sprout into a legacy of violence? Born on August 10, 2003, at Mbilo Hospital in Bulawayo, Thandolwenkosi's family life remains somewhat of a mystery. His educational journey was cut short when he dropped out of school in Form 2. Former classmates recall a troubled young man struggling to cope. Was this a cry for help, ignored or unnoticed? While his father's name is heard of in his upbringing, little is known about his mother.
We also need to look at the underlying factors around their upbringing. Is it somebody who grew up in a family where there was both the mother and the father? Then if both the mother and the father were there, how was the family constellation?
In 2019, he relocated with his father and sister from Ngolomane 5 suburb in Bulawayo to South Africa, seeking a fresh start. However, the harsh realities of life in South Africa proved overwhelming. Thandolwenkosi struggled to adapt, and eventually he returned to Zimbabwe. It was then, in 2020, that Thandolwenkosi's downward spiral began. What triggered this drastic transformation? Was it the struggle to survive in South Africa, the loss of stability, or something deeper?
Whether it was premeditated, and if it was premeditated, then it becomes clear that this is somebody who has been, there could be a lot of planning. And then if there's a lot of planning, then it helps us to weed out the possibility of any other mental health or underlying psychological disorder or mental health challenges.
This case remains shrouded in mystery, even a year after his shocking confession. On September 12, 2023, he appeared before Harare magistrate, Mrs. Ethel Chichera, pleading guilty to 5 brutal but denying allegations. Despite his admission, many questions still linger. Did he act alone? What drove him to commit such heinous crimes? Rumors and speculation surround his motives, with some suggesting possible ritual involvement. However, these claims remain unsubstantiated. One thing is certain: Thandolwenkosi Ndlovu's actions, Harare's central business district, for a week, leaving a trail of devastation and unanswered questions.